Are you sure? Thank you so much. You're always so kind to me. I'll have to repay. Lysithia? What are you doing there? Don't tell me you were listening just now and judging me getting other people to do my work for me. I've got better things to do. Although, I do wonder why everyone is always so pressure people. So I've noticed. That's what strikes me as odd. I suppose they're just so taken with me, they want to help me out. I see. That would explain it. Oh dear, I was expecting you to argue, not to agree with me right away. There's no reason to deny what's clearly true. Everything about your outfits are always well kept and painted. No doubt your toenails are the same. I can't tell if you're complimenting me or accusing me of something. And you smell delightful, like candy. Or wait, am I catching a hint of floral? I'm so glad you noticed. It's oil extracted from a flower that only blooms at night. Floral oils, huh? I didn't think they had much use outside of homeopathy and house. There we go. I put it on your wrist, so you'll want to rub them together. Body heat is what activates the scent. Your wrists and your neck are relatively warm, so they're good spots to apply the fragrance. For a very subtle fragrance, you can also try putting it under your clothing. So, what do you think? It's lovely. Now I smell just... This makes me feel a little more mature. Thank you. So that's it. She just wants to feel more grown up. She's hard to read, that one. That smile, though. Who knew she could be so cute?
Ah, Sylvain. It's unusual to find you doing something other than hitting on women. Ah, Dorothea. I've been preparing to do just that, as it were. My intention is to flirt with the monastery's most beautiful flower, Dorothea herself.
Oh dear, and I've ruined all your hard work. You might...
Your wit is as sharp as your beauty. Don't you want just a little flirting? Just a sample? I'm not like all the others, you know.
I don't doubt it. By not like all the others, do you mean how serious you are about being disingenuous when you flirt?
And that is supposed to mean what exactly?
Your social standing isn't bad, and you're not bad to flit from one woman to the next without settling on anyone. I bet you enjoy going out with them, but you hate women themselves. Don't you think?
Me? Hate women? That couldn't be further from the truth. I'm always serious when it comes to matters of the heart. When I flirt, I stake my life on
A person is the sort of thing you should only do when you're in love.
That's what I've been saying. I love you enough to stake my life on it. And I'm seriously in love with each and every girl I flirt with.
I see. Regardless, I'm not staking my life on you. So you'd better go and fall in love with someone else. Goodbye, Sylvain.
It really is an honor to accompany Catherine, wielder of Thunderbrand. I hear you're intimidating enough to silence the howling winds.
You mean you don't know? My weapon is called Thunderbrand. It's one of the hero's relics. A long, long time ago, the goddess bestowed divine weapons upon 10 heroes, which were passed down to their descendants. Aftermath, not to fight.
Why would Lord Lonato incite such a reckless rebellion? He had to have known he had no chance of winning.
It all goes back to the tragedy of Duscur.
You must be joking. Where have you been traveling that news of it didn't reach you? He was murdered by the people of Duscur. And that about covers it, right?
To put it simply, yes. But there's more to that story. They had accomplices within the kingdom as well. Lord Lonato's son, Kristoff, was one of them, and so he was handed over to the church for execution. As to say, he had many enemies. Whatever the truth behind that incident may be, Lord Lonato has harbored resentment toward the church ever since. Well, to be more specific, his grudge isn't only against the church. It's also against the one who turned Kristoff over to them.
Report! The enemy is approaching. They can't be avoided.
It looks like our mission just changed, Professor. Everyone, prepare for battle! With this fog, it's impossible to tell where the enemy might be, or how many of them there are. The enemy could be trying to surround us, but they shouldn't have enough soldiers to form a tight circle. Take down anyone who breaks through the fog, and let's push through!
But we're at a disadvantage for not knowing the terrain.
Proceed with caution. Wait for them to enter your field of view.
Who, me?
I'm on it.
Ready and willing.
That's my cue.
I stand ready.
Let's get to it.
Who, me?
Ready anytime. This in anger. Now it's your turn to suffer.
You're mine! Gonna do nothing while you try to kill our lord? Yeah!
Thanks.
I wonder how much more I can learn.
The nobles start the war, but it's the commoners who spill their blood first.
Shot! I won't let you anywhere near Lord Lonato!
How vexing.
Stay focused.
Who, me?
Ready and willing.
Ready anytime.
I stand ready.
I won't let you anywhere near Lord...
Leave it to me.
It's you. Thunderstrike Cassandra. It was your wretched zealotry that killed my son!
The only name I am. Now you face a Knight of Theros!
The fog has cleared. There's nothing left to hide you or the filthy Central Church from the judgment of the goddess.
Who, me? Apologies.
I'm on it.
Appreciated.
Sorry.
Predictable.
Ready and willing.
Try to keep up!
Let's get to it.
Ready anytime. I'm on it.
That's my cue.
Who, me? Leave it to me. Thanks.
Stay focused.
You have been deceived by that witch!
I never thought I'd see Lonato meet this fate. Well done, everyone. Let's gather our troops and go.
That aside, did you see how Catherine fought? Agreed. I thought the power of the hero's relics must be exaggerated, but I was clearly wrong. Makes you wonder about that legend. Relic that once cut a mountain in half with a single swing. That's what they say, anyway. But as amazing as Thunderbrand is, I don't think it fits that description. Apparently, relics can harness tremendous power for those with a compatible crest. Though you can technically use one so long as you have any crest at all. Yeah, I don't know. Long story short, I'd like to—
God, I just know it! After all, you've already been selected as the next head of House Regan.
Easy there, Hilda. I don't know how apt soon is. My grandfather is still unbearably healthy. Oh, is this news to you, Teach? Yours truly was recently recognized as a legitimate child of House Regan. They possess one of the hero's relics. I officially joined House Regan only last year. Before then, I lived with my father. When I learned that my mother was the daughter of an Alliance noble, I was so surprised I thought the whole world was pulling a fast one on me for a week.
So that means your mother is Duke Regan's daughter, right? Where is she now?
No desire to return home.
Okay. You sure have a lot of secrets, don't you?
I'm just keeping a promise to my parents. Make of that whatever you will. In exchange for my so-called secrecy, I'm free to do as I please. Which is why I decided to see what the other side of my family was like. That's how I found out about this strange crest I bear.
Professor.
We won. We should be celebrating. Instead, we're heading back with heavy hearts.
Whoa there, what's the matter? You look as sad as a kitten without any yarn. If we hadn't done what we did, the rebel army would have followed this road all the way to the monastery. And they would have crushed all the little villages along the way. We stopped that from—
Sorry to intrude, but this incident may be more serious than anticipated. I found this on Lord Lonato. It's a note that mentions a plan to assassinate Lady Rhea. We can't tell who sent it, so the source is suspect, but the content is too disturbing to ignore. We must report this to Lady Rhea right away. I hope that it's nothing.
I am glad to see that you have returned safely. The goddess is gracious with her divine protection. But it was not only her divine protection that shielded you, was it? You are just as skilled as I had hoped. I am not so sure. However, we must punish any sinner who may inflict harm upon believers, even if those sinners are civilians. I pray the students learned a valuable lesson about the fate that awaits all who are foolish enough to point their blades towards the heavens.
Our real concern is what Catherine reported. The secret message that was in Lord Leonardo.
White clouds. Blue sea moon. The goddess's rite of rebirth. As the sun grows stronger and the nights grow ever shorter, her followers look to the star and commence celebrations of her rebirth. On the grounds of Garreg Mach Monastery, a grand ceremony is held in honor of this much-anticipated event. Every true follower of the Church of Seiros is sure to be in attendance.
Thanks.
Well, I had fun today. Of course, you want to see me again, yes?
Of course. I'd love to, Dorothea.
Well, until we meet again. Oh, hello, Professor. Is there a problem with that? Look, I know what I'm doing. My claim as a diva won't last forever, after all. I must look to the future. You might think about doing the same thing. Your beauty, and you're gorgeous, won't last forever. Guessed. Anyway, I'm not just playing games with these boys. This is for my future. You have no right to object. I very much want to find a good partner here at the Academy. Someone who will take care of me for the rest of my life. Who could ask for anything more? Anyway, I value your opinion, Professor, but I won't have you interfering with my life plans. Unless you'd like to take care of me into my old age. That'd be something, eh? How about it, Professor? Or did you really just consider spending your whole life with me? The thought hadn't crossed my mind before, but come to think of it, that might sound pretty nice. You've gotten awfully quiet. You might even be blushing a bit. Have I embarrassed you? If so, I'm very, very sorry. I should be going anyway. I'll see you later.
Okay, so our task this moon is to patrol and guard the monastery in support of the knights, who are busy trying to stop an assassination plot. Here's the thing. I don't think the bad guy... Precisely. That secret note with the assassination plot on it, there's just no way that was real. People don't just carry around secret notes. Someone wanted us to find it.
You really think the assassination plot is just a distraction?
Oh yeah, that makes complete sense. But then, what are they really after?
Somewhere that will be empty during the Rite of Rebirth, yeah?
Since the ceremony is at the Goddess Tower, it follows that everywhere else at the Academy will be severely understaffed. Do you think they're after the church's donation money? I hear noble families tend to donate quite generously.
My bet's on the dining hall. It's a
Let's split up and look around. I'll keep an eye on the reception hall.
You should get in some training if you have the time, Hilda. There's a good chance we'll have to fight.
Well, I'm not the only one who needs to train here. It's not right to single me out like that.
A secret meeting, Professor?
Shamir is one of the Knights of Seiros, and that little go-getter there is...
I work for Lady Rhea, and I'm Shamir's apprentice. Oh, the name's Cyril. Yep, she's teaching me about the bow and the sword and all kinds of stuff. I've got to protect Lady Rhea, so that's why I've got to learn.
Aside, if you need anything, ask.
A hero's relic. However, could I know something? Still, it is heavy on my mind. The stone within the sword. A glow of...
Huh? Things we can't obtain here are likely obtainable by way of the underground. Are you unfamiliar with Garreg Mach's underground? The place is an absolute paradise for those who can't stay.
You spend too much time roaming the monastery. If you're looking for something, try less aimless wandering. Do you even know who the enemy is? You can't know why without knowing who. It's none of my business anyway. I'm just... You spend too much... It's not mine.
You're skilled. Why won't you battle me?
Lord Lenato's rebellion may have been quelled, but the unrest in Finn letting old customs hold him back. I know nothing about it. I know nothing. I know nothing.
I bet the enemy's using this assassination nonsense just to sneak in and raid the pantry. What do you think, Professor? Right. That is...
Really?
You'd best keep your distance. Oh.
I am grateful. Might you have come looking for me because you were worried about my safety? I'm quite all right, but your concern means a great deal. This is... Yes, that is sure.
Blast. Those Abyssian idiot. Entire underbelly of Garreg Mach.
Unbelievable. What a terrifying story. However, an assassination attempt on Lady Rhea is doomed to fail. Pardon? You think the goal may be different? Objects in this room could perhaps draw thieves. However, there's no one but me who could make use of them. I'm not...
Professor, seems like donations to the monastery are attention elsewhere. And again, I guess some of the plants in the greenhouse could sell for a lot. But that can't really be it, can it? Someone lost... Someone... land to the east, called Almyra. I know he's still only a child, but I do wonder...
Hey there. There are numerous books in this library that you cannot find any stealing one. Sometimes Seteth will dispose of books that are deemed inappropriate for the monastery, but that's about it. In a way, I suppose that makes those particular volumes more valuable, right?
Lysithea, do you have a moment? There is a matter of significance I'd like to discuss with you.
I know you're always seeking the attention of ladies, but...
...of the Alliance, to have a constructive and candid exchange of opinion.
I'm not so sure I'm the one being silly. Actually, I'm busy. Stuff to do.
Now, hold on just a moment. House Ordelia will never benefit from such a narrow-minded mentality.
I was under the impression you were interested in me as a person. What do house matters have to do with anything?
Affairs persists. I'm afraid those bonds may dissolve entirely.
I couldn't care less.
House Ordelia may be small, but a small house is fettered by fewer obligations than a larger one. Apply yourselves actively in diplomacy, negotiate wisely, and you could do much to help maintain peace among the neighboring lords. The recognition of those... It couldn't hurt for us to become friends, could it?
Yes, yes, of course, when the time comes. But right now, I'm quite busy. Maybe later. As it is, I'm studying magic for the benefit of the Alliance, and I would appreciate it if you left me to it.
Ah, I see. Then forgive the intrusion. I will take my leave that you won't hesitate to ask. After all, as I'm sure you know, the future of the Alliance is my responsibility.
The future, he says. As though I have a future.
Ah, Dorothea. Your beauty puts even the most pristine flower to shame.
Ah, Lawrence. As silver-tongued as ever.
Oh, not at all. I must bid you good day.
I see the rumors are true. What a shame.
Rumors? About me? Whatever do you mean?
Why, that you're always like you did with me just now. Are we so unpleasant to speak to, us commoners?
That is a rather pointed question, but I do happen to have an answer for you. As the heir to House Gloucester, I am in search of a bride of suitable social status. The Alliance isn't fully unified. I require someone...
Even among the masses.
Do not be so certain. A lady who marries me must be prepared to enter noble society, whether she wishes to or not. It is a complex web of etiquette and expectation, not a world one could easily step into without the proper upbringing. What's more, House Gloucester would hardly see much benefit were I to join myself to the household of a commoner.
You and I is doomed as well.
Isn't that a rather excessive conclusion?
You want someone to birth your house's next generation. I want someone to share my life with. I'm not even an option in your eyes, and you're hardly viable in mine. However, we're all friends here, aren't we? So I suppose politeness at the very least is in order.
I think I'm gonna pass out. Ah! Whoa, Lysithea? You're really pale. Yeah. Make it there in that state? Here, climb on my back. I'll carry you.
What? No. No. I'm not some sort of infant.
Always worried about looking like a kid. No time for that now. Just get on. So much, Leonie. I hope I wasn't too heavy. Was I? No, not at all. Actually made for a fun bit of training. Training? Yeah. Carrying someone around is good for the legs. You're just the right weight for it, too. I might ask you to help me train again sometime. Anything can be a kind of training with the right attitude, you know? So it's more efficient if I can train while I get other stuff done at the same time. Wouldn't that actually be rather inefficient? Huh? What do you mean? Well, for example, if you're training for endurance, it seems running would be a better, so leave me be.
Are you going to do some extra magic training? I'd be happy to join you, if you don't mind. What do you want to start with?
I am absolutely disinterested in spending any time with you. What is it you want anyway? Clearly, to ignore me when I speak. Is that it?
What? No. Age has nothing to do with it. You're amazing. You're true to yourself. You know what you want and who you are. Not a lot of girls I know can say that.
Ah, so it isn't my age that's to blame for you breezing over my wishes. It's my gender.
What? Where did you get that idea, young?
Your lack of self-awareness is deeply troubling.
What I'm aware of is you trying to pick a fight. Calm down, kiddo.
Look, I'm really busy. Super, extremely, inordinately busy. I've got one last thing to say to you.
And what would that be?
I'm practice.
No, but I do. Hey there, Hilda.
Elf?
You know exactly how to talk to a guy. I like it. What's with all the books?
Oh, these? I was just bringing them to... ouch! Ouch!
What's wrong? Did you hurt your foot?
Yeah, I tripped earlier. But I'm supposed...
There's a handsome guy around here who knows how to carry books to the library. You rest your foot. I'll take care of this.
Oh, no, that's all right. You must have something more important to do.
Nothing is more important than helping you.
Kind. Thank you so, so much.
It's nothing. I'm happy to... Wow. That is a lot of books.
I'll just leave them right here for you. Thanks again, Sylvain. You're the best.
Wait a minute. Some of these books have dust on them. She's been holding on to these for months. The professor was looking... Trick me into doing something she didn't want to do?